Welcome to Williams-Brice Stadium in Columbia, South Carolina. Today, an early season non-conference showdown here on EA Sports College Football, hitting the SEC against the Big Ten. It's the Michigan Wolverines and the South Carolina Gamecocks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Inside Williams-Brice Stadium for South Carolina, the Sandstorm team entrance is electric. The fans make this one of the most special venues in sports. Loud, proud, and rocking. That iconic entrance is one you've got to appreciate. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. And the Gamecocks ready to kick it away first. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Here's Underwood. Fires to the tight end. This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
The Wolverines in a good spot here with second and short. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Marshall. He breaks a tackle. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful.
What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Underwood throws to the wideout. Caught into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
I mean, what a great way to start this game. Getting the football in the end zone, getting it to your big play wide receiver. Nice job by this offense.
Yeah, David, it just seems like this offense came out with a sense of urgency, right? They're playing with great energy, and it seemed like everything they dialed up on that drive worked perfectly. Really nice rhythm, really nice flow, and they cap it off with a touchdown pass.
Running inside, it's Fuller. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. right back to it. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
This is an interesting decision now for the head coach. You're trailing very early in the game, and there's a lot of football left. But you're in a situation where you could go for it here and try and answer after your defense gave up that touchdown on the opening drive.
Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. The sweet feet buy a little time. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Non-man receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on 3rd down here. The give, it's Marshall. Makes it past the marker. Could be an alley. Past the 10. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, "Sit down, sir."
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Sellers to throw. Punts it out of the air. There he goes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And they dug themselves a hole in this football game. I get it. Obviously, the defense has not played great on the other side. But this possession right here, man, this is big. Get the passing game going. Get a little bit of balance going. I think they need to score on this possession to take a little pressure off and kind of get that defense juiced up.
They go play action with Sellers. Quick completion on the out route. Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
After the 7-yard completion, it's now 2nd and 3. Gets the back moving. Throwing, Sellers. Under fire. At the 45 on its way. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. The Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. The offense changing the play. Scanning the field is Sellers. Oh, they're after him. Trying to buy time. It's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And, man, I love my quarterbacks that want to make plays and make those big plays and scramble around and get away from people, but you got to tuck that football away. When you're going to run through arm tackles and people are around you diving, make sure you got that thing locked up. He didn't. Defense took advantage of it.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Wolverines come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Underwood on the play action. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. As we take a look at the stats, things are a little one-sided so far. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Throwing, Underwood. Lost one deep down the right side. Grabs it up to 25 in stride. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
And this 4 vertical play is something that every offense in the country has in their playbook, but they don't all run it as good as this offense does. Really nice job making the play call, but when you've got athletes like this and a quarterback that can fit the football into small windows, good things generally happen. That is tremendous execution on that pass play.
Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Back has it. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Buys a little time with his feet. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on fourth down. And I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on fourth down for those types of situations. And you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time. So you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Wide receiver going in motion. Sellers. Shoots it to the left. It's caught to the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. And the Gamecocks come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Back to pass, it's Sellers. The screen, he's got wheels. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Well, this guy's not easy to bring down. They just throw him a simple hitch pass, but he's got so many moves out in the open field. You've got to get a lot of hats to the football to get that guy down, prevent him from scoring on big plays.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fuller. Got enough for the first. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Gamecocks want to pick up the tempo. To the ground, he's got it again. And he stopped right there, no gain on the play.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Sellers to throw. Under fire. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. 1st and goal. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. Sellers on the play action. Took a shot as he threw. Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's 1st and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. Motion from the wide receiver. On the move. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, 2nd and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the 3rd down.
The Gamecocks spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Quick strike through the air for the score. Ready to try the point after. Hits the left upright, no good. So a drive there of 85 yards, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass.
South Carolina, 6. Number 14, set to advance on the football.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. And the Wolverines are in the hurry-up.
And I love it, man. Go right back to work. Give the ball right back to. It's kind of like in basketball, man. When you got a shooter who's hit a few shots, you're like, okay, I'm giving him the ball to make sure he gets another shot. Had a touchdown pass. Now come out on this drive. Let him throw the football around the yard again. Having a great start to this football game.
Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Wolverines with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The run inside. It's Marshall. Inside the 45. He's loose on the right. 10. To the house. Touchdown, Michigan.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
And let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Throwing Sellers. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. Looking for a big play. Got it down the field. Seizing it. Space and opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19. That big play has them in business. 1st and 10 inside the 20. They'll send the back in motion. Timeout called here by South Carolina. That'll be their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. 776 Looking to throw on 1st down. Tried to nestle that lob in, but it's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Motion from the back. Sellers. Fires to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown Gamecocks. On to attempt the try. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Running inside. It's Marshall. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They go right back to him. Powers through the defender. He's got enough to move the chains and convert, but we'll see if they're content to just let this clock run here late in the half. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. One more snap coming before halftime. Give to the back. That should be the final play of the first half. So the first half has come to a close. We'll take a break and head over to the halftime show. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
He's got it again. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fuller.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. On the ground, it's Fuller. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
And the Gamecocks are marching down the field. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Here's Sellers to throw. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the gun on 3rd down, Sellers unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And listen, there's different degrees of open, but in college football, that's open. When your receiver has a step on the guy, man, those are the ones you feel like you should complete most of the time, and he just overthrew that one.
Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. So here comes the Michigan offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Here's the pressure. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Thank you. That's what the defensive backs say to the defensive linemen when they get home and put pressure on the quarterback fast and the ball comes out erratic.
It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on 3rd down. Underwood trying to cut through the noise. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here.
The Gamecocks moving quickly to the line.
And the offense showing off this short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
He might want another play. The run inside. It's Fuller. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Throwing, Sellers. It's complete on the right side. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
Well, it's a great job by the quarterback there, understanding you're being blitzed. You know you're not going to be able to hold on to it very long, so find the back. Get it into his hands quickly. Let him go pick up the first.
And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10.
139 Albatross. 139 Albatross.
The give to the left. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Sellers. Here's a heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. The Wolverines bringing the heat on the defensive front as they have so many times through the years.
And you just think about guys that just look great in their unis. Big, strong, Aiden Hutchinson, Ajabo, a lot of these guys in the recent history, just they know how to get after the quarterbacks and make their life miserable.
Sellers lined up in the gun on 3rd down. Bringing the heat. And it's a sack.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you've just got to take off and get it.
And they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Here's Underwood to throw. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to throw, it's Underwood. This time he's got him. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Bryce Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. Quickly to the tight end. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a 1st down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the 3rd. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Now let's take a look at the stats in what has been a nip-and-tuck affair. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Trying to escape and get it himself.
Yeah, he does a really good job being decisive, getting downhill, being a great runner. And guess what? You know how easy offense is when you get me at 2nd and short, 2nd and medium? Everything in the playbook is open to him.
And the Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Good, solid tackle. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Here's Underwood. sees him talk to the hand. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
The handoff as they run the counter play here. Just feeding his pads to the defense as he gets him to the 36.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Might have a chance. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Michigan. Once he got some room, it was over. The AT unit on the field. And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. So it's an 80-yard drive, and he finished things off with that 36-yarder for a score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Play fake, Sellers. He lets one fly deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. It's great for this quarterback to take shots down the field, but you just don't want it to feel like a give-up or a chuck-it-up and hope kind of play.
And I think understanding the situation, now I'm on defense, right? If they're going to take shots down the field, maybe I'm a little bit more aggressive with my blitz, understanding that everything's going to take a little bit more time to develop if they're going to take those deep shots.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
949, rock star. 949.
Running inside. It's Fuller. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's Sellers to throw. Got it. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The Gamecocks come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Makes the grab down the middle. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Lets it fly. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Well, this quarterback normally makes defenses look very silly week in, week out with his speed, but he has yet to face a defense like this. This defense accepted the...
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. 4th down, Sellers. Fires to the wideout. Wideout trying to get it in. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. And the Gamecocks trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Stopped in his tracks, and they'll have to try it again. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Tries again to get it in. Just hammering with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. The Gamecocks with a response and a touchdown of their own. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. 75 yards on the touchdown drive, and they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. Coming out with it, it's Marsh. Rams him with the stiff arm. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Here comes the heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
The Gamecocks been the first of their 3 timeouts. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. Rooster crows. They are getting cocky and cockier on 3rd down here. Right on the money. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. Timeout called here by South Carolina. That'll be their 2nd. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. My goodness, he unloads on that one. Hauls it in, looking for space. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. See if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Clark. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Throwing, Sellers. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off.
Obviously, that was important. Got to get the 1st down. Now we got to get some chunk plays, get this ball across the 50 and get in scoring position.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Out of the backfield, he's open. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
And that's a perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend.
A shot toward the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense. And I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burners are. You know he can go. So you got to play that deep route. They play it great. Don't give up the big play. Stay deep, and don't let anyone get behind you.
They'll move the wide receiver. Sellers from the gun on third down. He's not afraid to go deep. Upstairs, he's got it. He's... He stopped and brought down at the 15. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. They go play action with Sellers. Pocket breaking down. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Sellers fires into the end zone. He had that one slip to the ground, and if he had held on, that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be third down.
Man, what a big missed opportunity for this defense. This is a play that we might be coming back. And if this offense can take advantage and go score, this is a play that we might have circled, highlighted, shown again. A defense
into the end zone. He's got it for the touchdown on the final play. And now they need a 2 to send it to overtime.
Talk about the cardiac kids. They score that touchdown with just seconds to go in the game. They've got to go for 2 to tie it up. What is the play call here? Who can step up with the game on the line for this offense?
Triple zeros on the clock. A 2-point conversion is all that separates us from overtime. Here's Sellers to throw. He makes the catch. It's good. They scored a touchdown as time expired. They get the 2. And incredibly, we are going to overtime. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Paul. Like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Deep shot for the end zone. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
If he houses this, it's ball game. And the takeaway is the exclamation point, the game saver for the win. Defense has its back against the wall as they try to extend this game and force another overtime. The run inside. It's Fuller. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Nice job by the defense, just being very sound, understanding what they were seeing, and going and getting it. A lot of times these running backs force missed tackles and make you miss and make big plays. This defense did a good job of not letting that happen.
Throws to the wideout. He makes the grab. He's in. A game-winning touchdown in overtime.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.